For LTA Movie Club, this is Prince of Persia. I was going to do the whole LTA Movie Club intro, but between problems with the kitchen and problems with this camera, I'm just going to go quickly this time. So basically we've got Disney doing a gritty action-adventure type movie to try and recapture some of that Pirates of the Caribbean magic again. They won't. I'll let you know right now, I've never played any of the Prince of Persia video games, so I'm kind of coming at this from a relatively fresh perspective. I saw this in the theaters, and I'll let you know there were large chunks of this movie that I genuinely liked. However, I still have serious issues with this thing. Let's start with the good. The action's very slick. Parkour is very in right now, so they have our hero doing a lot of that. I did enjoy the banter between Dastan and the princess. That was, pretty good, pretty entertaining. We've got Alfred Molina playing what a lot of people will say is like a older, fatter version of Jack Sparrow, and he steals basically every scene he's in. Now on to the bad. Let's not even get into the stuff of how we have a Persian cast that is made up almost entirely of British and American actors. I definitely did not care for the whole war on terror commentary that pops up here and there in the movie. They're selling weapons to our enemies. These Persians with their armies and their fortresses and their roads, and who pays for all that? The small businessman. Every so often the movie will just be humming along pretty good, and then the characters will say or do something that just doesn't make any damn sense. There's one thing that really stuck out to me, and that is when, after our hero has a conversation with the bad guy, he then talks to the princess about what the villain plans to do with the dagger, even though there's no way he could possibly know that. But he acts like he does know. There's a million things that you could do with the ability to turn back time, and somehow Dastan is so sure that this is it. There are two times in the movie where Dastan talks with somebody and convinces him to help him, and then that character immediately dies. Now the first time, it's kind of tragic and filled with pathos, but the second time it happens, it's like, wow, that guy was an idiot. How could he not see that coming? So as the movie builds up, and the kind of good and the bad are basically balancing the movie out into neutral territory, and then you get to the big climax, and then finally the resolution, which is just completely blah. Like, I cannot believe they could mess up the movie so bad right at the end. God, I would love to script doctor this movie so bad. So in the end, Prince of Persia is kinda good. It's not even pretty good, it's just kinda good. And a budget of $200 million should really buy more than kinda good. Video game adaptation or not. As we all know, video game movies do not have the greatest track record, and even if this is the best video game movie ever made, that still doesn't make it a win. So for LTA Movie Club, this is Doug signing off.